Good morning, fourth grade. I hope that you enjoyed Mr. Beasley reading to you yesterday. I thought that was a nice little treat. I saw him in the hall and I was like, hey, come read to my kids. So he really wasn't even ready when he did it. I just caught him off guard. So we're going to pick up right where we left off with our book, Better Than You. The last thing we read, it said, maybe it had more to do with him than with me. So he is starting to realize maybe I'm not the problem. I shared this with Uncle Kevin, and he told me that people like Jake are a lot like the puffer fish we saw at the aquarium last summer. They puff up their bodies to make themselves bigger than they actually are. It's a way of protecting themselves from potential enemies, he explained. But when a kid acts like a puffer fish, he takes up so much space that he can also push away friends. Uncle Kevin suddenly stood up and shouted, "Make way for Pufferfish Man!" as he chased me around the porch. Mom almost had a heart attack when she came face to face with Pufferfish Man. I laughed so hard, my sides were hurting. You notice how he compared the kid to a pufferfish. I want you to stop and think for a second, why did he do that? Why would he compare the kid to a pufferfish? I think he used that simile because we know that pufferfish like really blow up and their sharp needles can like poke people and push them away, and that's what's happening here. It also used the word potential. It keeps protecting themselves from potential enemies. So potential means like likely or going to happen, something like that. So potential meaning from themselves from like enemies that would happen. After Uncle Kevin left, I biked to the schoolyard. When I got there, Jake and Nico, this new kid on my street, were on the field throwing a frisbee. "Hey," I said, nodding in their direction. "Can I play too?" "Sure," they both said. When it was my turn to throw the frisbee, I flicked my wrist and put a sweet spin on the disc, flinging it directly to Nico. "Nice," said Nico. "Thanks," I replied. And then Jake did what he does best. He puffed up. "That's nothing," he said. "Look what I can do." When it was Nico's turn, he did this amazing throw. Our eyes nearly popped out of our heads. "Wow, that's awesome," I told Nico. "Thanks, I could teach you how to do it." "Really?" "Sure, only if you show me how to do your throw." "You bet." Then Nico turned to Jake. "I can show you too if you would like." "Well, yeah, I know all the cool frisbee throws I need to know," said Jake as he started to walk off the field. I'm wondering why Jake would rather leave than stay. What do you think? Like, why would he rather leave than stay and learn these cool new frisbee throws? I ran up to him and said, "Come on, Jake, don't go. What if Nico throws better than us? He's cool. Let's just toss a frisbee around. It'll be fun." "No, I'm out of here. You coming?" I looked at Jake and then looked at Nico. "No thanks. I'm going to stay here with Nico." "Whatever," muttered Jake as he turned and headed home by himself. Nico and I took turns teaching each other different throws and ended up talking about all kinds of stuff. I found out that Nico just got a guitar for his birthday, so I offered to teach him to play. He thought that was a great idea. You know what? I have a feeling that Nico and I are going to be really good friends. What do you notice about the differences in these kids? And why do you think Jake was really acting that way? I want you to think about that as we finish the story. Why was he really acting that way? Oh, sorry, that is the end of the story. So, what do you think? Why do you think he acted that way? Yeah, I think he acted that way because he was jealous. And he really wanted to be good, and he didn't want anybody to be better than him. And we have to realize in life, like, there are people that are better than us, and there are people that can teach us things, and that is okay for that to happen. The message, I think, of this story, or the big idea that the author wanted us to learn, is that that kids that brag a lot, they won't have a lot of friends. Because they're like that puffer fish. They really push those people away, and nobody really wants to be with them. It also says, accept your strengths and weaknesses as well as those of your friends. So as a teacher, like, I have to accept there's things I don't do well, but then I accept that there's things that I really do well that help my kids also. And so I can't just always say I'm the best at everything, or I'll never grow and be better. So we always want to be bettering ourselves, and that is by realizing we also have weaknesses along with our strengths. So this book, I'm not sure if Mr. Beasley told you yesterday or not, is in a first person point of view, and it is from the perspective of the main character. So the character is telling the story, and he uses words like I and we, and that's how we know that it is first person point of view from the perspective of the main character. Okay,